What's up, everyone? This is The Revolution with Bigratthreeten and
Sabutna4evur, bitch.
Our guest and fellow Revolution member,
the Jewish wigger, Trademark629.
Sorry that we've not updated this channel. Give us a break. It's kind of hard. That's what she said. Anyways, we're here to review ROH's Final Battle 2003, where I have the luxury of holding the DVD in my hands. Yeah, the guys in the Skype call do not. This show was... I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was kind of underwhelming. You know?
It was good, but, you know, by ROH's standards, not so good.
And this proves my point that Final Battles aren't that special. I mean, they're probably considered the WrestleMania, but quality-wise, they're never that, like, good. Like, WrestleMania, almost all the time, is their show of the year. This is not the case. Like, 2002 was a 7.75, 2003 was a 7.75, 2007 was a 7.75, and 2009's last year was a 7.75. Really, only like half of them have been really good. So
yeah, and basically, like, with this show, the thing they promoted the most was the whole New Japan versus ROH.
All Japan.
And that was the part of the show that really underdelivered.
It really hurt the show. The show was going great. Actually, if the last three matches had like really delivered, this could have been like one of the best shows in ROH history. But
yeah.
All right, let's get into it. We start off with Bryan Danielson versus Briscoe.
Very good technical match. Good opener.
Samu?
Yeah, I heard Trademarks. I know Trademarks into that technical stuff.
I thought it was a fun... I personally think it's one of the best ROH openers of all time. I mean, it was very, very good. And ROH 2009, that's a pretty shit openers. Thank you so much, Adam Pearce. But anyways, this match was very, very good. Very fun to watch. Great technical wrestling. 3 3/4 stars. Unanimous decision. Next we get to...
Definitely. The ending of the match was really cool.
With the Kyoto Mutilation, which to him is cool because he's never seen it before. Nah, just kidding. Next we move on to, surprisingly, the match of the night. And what a match it was. The Fight Without Honor, John Walters versus Xavier. Sabu?
This was just a nasty, brutal, bloody match. A lot of great spots.
Sabu?
Slugfest. I mean, when he did the backstabber off the ladder, 10 times better than Carlito's backstabber.
It is better than Carlito's backstabber to Jericho. That was kind of weak. This guy was dead on. Obviously, the ladder incident was kind of botched, well, because the ladder broke when Xavier put John Walters on top of it, and then Xavier did his amazing moonsault, the 450 through the table, just so many amazing spots that we don't want to give away. This was the match of the night.
The only thing that sucks is the ending was a huge botch.
Big botch. We're not going to say what it was. I remember when Sabu first saw the ending, he wanted to give the match like 3.5 stars. I told him he was crazy, but
most of the match, like, it really was that damn good that it deserves 4 stars.
It deserves 4-star rating and the right to be called the match of the night. All right.
Definitely.
Next, we get to the third worst match of the night, in my opinion. Matt Stryker versus BJ Whitmer.
I actually enjoyed this match.
Okay, Trademark really liked it. Me and Sabu, we did not like it so much. Their match of Bitter Friends to Frenemies is so much better. This was only okay in my opinion. I mean, it was good, not great. The crowd hated it. The crowd was booing. They were chanting "boring" throughout it. Really, all it was was a senton, a figure 4, a horse collar, and a figure 4 around the post, and then they just repeated a lot of the moves I just said. I
literally did like the figure 4 around the post. I thought that they did tell a good story with the leg throughout, and I thought it was a good technical match. I
understand that BJ Whitmer had like 100-degree fever and Matt Stryker had a dislocated shoulder. But still, I did not like the match.
Seeing a guy with senton with a dislocated shoulder is pretty fucking amazing.
I'm gonna give it 3 stars. And I know this is not a unanimous rating, so I want everyone else to give theirs.
Yeah, it's not. I would probably go closer to 3.5 actually. I thought it was really good.
Sabu?
3 stars. I was actually bored, to be honest. It was too long. It could have made this. How long was the match?
The match was like 16 minutes. 17 minutes.
Should at least been 7 minutes. 10 the most.
It should have been a lot shorter, seeing as how they repeated a lot of the moves. And I know, and they're both sick. I mean, don't try to go out there and put on a classic match. You're sick, do as much as you can. Don't just repeat shit because you don't want to do other stuff because you want to have a great match. It makes the match worse.
I think the match would have worked better if it was like 10 minutes.
Ah, damn it, this video's going to be 2 parts. Fuck it. Okay, next we go to Samoa Joe versus Briscoe for the ROH World Title. This is a complete contrast thing, as me and Sabu really enjoyed this match, and Trademark thought it was boring.
Well, it was boring in the beginning. I don't know, just like the match, I feel like these guys can do much better because a lot of the match was just like a lot of striking, and when you do this like for a really long stretch period of time, it just gets boring fast, and we didn't get to see a whole lot of wrestling until the end, so I didn't like that too much. I mean, it does pick up towards the end, but, you know, like, I just didn't think it was that great of a match.
Sabu?
I liked it. I mean, to me it was a good, solid match. I mean, it wasn't nothing special, but I enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed the stuff they did on the outside, and I thought the technical wrestling they did was fun. You know, it wasn't boring.
Good spots with the ring barricade and the outside and stuff, but I mean, like, just the match just didn't do it for me.
I understand. Well, like I said, like I was telling Sabu, we were saying in our Bitter Friends to Frenemies review, Samoa Joe, they just did not give him a lot of time in 2003. Like, his matches rarely went over 13 minutes.
Well, this match was given a decent amount of time.
This match was given like 14 minutes. So yeah, me and Sabu, I'm gonna give it 3 1/4. Sabu?
Okay, just a solid 3 stars.
Okay, and Trademark?
I'm also gonna go 3 1/4.
Okay, so next we get to the third best match of the night. CM Punk and Colt Cabana versus Tomiaoki, Honma, and Kazushi Miyamoto.
AKA the Mega Maniacs.
Yeah, because one of them looked exactly like Hulk Hogan and the other one looked exactly like Randy Savage, and they both their yellow trunks on, and you know, they just looked exactly like Hogan and Savage, so throughout the match, since we didn't want to pronounce their names, we just called them the Mega Maniacs. And this match was great.
Actually pretty good.
I won't say great, but it was very good. Very entertaining.
It was good.
Towards the end, it got really fast-paced. They cut a lot of high offense. Colt Cabana did an amazing moonsault. Possibly the best moonsault I've ever seen him do. This was just so much fun to watch. And these guys don't want to talk about the match.
Pepsi plunge, which almost broke the guy's neck.
Which was fun. I'm going to give the match 3 and...
1/2.
1/4. Due to the slow pace in the beginning, but it did pick up at the end.
Okay. By the way, in the description box, I'm just going to put the average of all of our thoughts. So, Next we get AJ Styles versus Kaz Hayashi. Sanders Robin actually gave this match 3 3/4, and all I got to say is, how the hell do you get that?
This was a really, really disappointing match. Probably the second, I would say, because Homicide got injured, he gets like the benefit of the doubt there. So this match is the second most disappointing match of the night.
Well, again, since Stryker and BJ Whitmer were injured, I would say they got the most disappointing. But yeah, this match was just sad. You know,
so boring. I mean,
with AJ Styles. I mean,
this is an AJ Styles match. I was like, wait, are you sure this is an AJ Styles match? Because this did not feel like an AJ match at all.
They like threw AJ over the guardrail, and he like tried to run away, and then he came back. It was just so stupid.
I thought that when he did that, they were gonna fight through the crowd, which would have been like, you know, they do crowd fighting. That would have been a fine spot. But then like AJ just disappears into the blackness and runs away. I mean,
I'm only gonna give the match 2 3/4.
Same rating.
Well, it was still decent. I mean, 2 3/4 is something.
I didn't like it, man.
It's not a bad match, but it's just like I expected more.
Jerry,
I expected a lot more.
Me too, but I'm trying to fit this all under one video because I only have 2 minutes left. Okay, Satoshi Kojima versus Homicide. This match was the worst match of the night. Pretty disappointing.
Homicide broke his neck.
It was going along very good, and then Kojima gave Homicide a belly-to-belly and gave Homicide a concussion. And then Homicide tried to continue, like he was doing a DDT, a kick, and he did it very slow, very botchy move, which I can understand. So yeah, the match was clearly disappointing. Could have been a lot better, but you got a concussion.
Yeah. This is just a memo to all wrestling companies. Like, if you have a situation like this where a guy gets hurt, don't drag the match out. If with this injured wrestler, you really gotta end it. That
really hurt the match. I mean, I would have given it 2.5 if they had ended it right there. To be honest,
it's it's understandable. It's okay, he got hurt. We got short up, end it quickly. Instead, they just dragged it out, and it's just this needs to end.
So,
it's not 100%.
Ratings, I would give it 2 1/4 around there. Yeah. Okay, next we get to the very, 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 very disappointing main event: the Great Muta and Arashi versus Christopher Daniels and Dan Maff.
Could this be more disappointing? Honestly, this was like so slow.
Slow, short, and when it ended, we were just like, huh? It ended with like a kick or like a leg drop. I remember. I don't
He did the Muta hit a Shining Wizard.
A Shining Wizard. I mean, he didn't use the mist, which is what everyone wants to see Muta do. But seriously, match was so short, so disappointing. 2.5 stars.
I guess Muta's presence like made the match like I don't know. Like, it just was not a good match.
Muta's like appearance, like it's nice to see him in Ring of Honor and all, but it did not make up for the match. I'm gonna give it 2.5 stars.
2.5, yeah. I was so. I just felt really.
Okay. So overall, we're gonna give the show
about a 7.75 out of 10.
Let's Sabutna. Yeah, you know, it was Sabu. What'd you think of the show? The whole show?
I'm gonna give it a 6.75, or maybe
what?
Or maybe just a solid 7.
It was very enjoyable. It has a 4-star match, but it's not a must-buy. Pick it if you want.